Hamas brushed off President Trump's, quote, last warning and reiterated that it will only free the remaining Israeli hostages in exchange for a lasting ceasefire in the Gaza Strip. It comes as the U.S. negotiations are talking now with the group, and NBC's Matt Bradley has more from Tel Aviv.
It's a diplomatic bombshell landing on the Middle East. Just yesterday, we heard the United States is actually speaking directly to Hamas, which is a designated terrorist group, not just by Israel, but by the United States and many European countries. They're the authors of those October 7th attacks that started the latest round of conflict in the Gaza Strip and here in Israel. And Caroline Leavitt, the spokeswoman for the White House, said that this was being done because the Trump envoy for hostage negotiations is allowed to speak to these terrorist organizations. Now, whether or not this actually gets anywhere, that's an entirely different question. It was accompanied by a threat that President Trump posted on his Truth social media company saying that Hamas should leave now while they have the chance, that he was giving Israel everything they could to destroy Hamas, and that Hamas needs to hand over all of the remaining hostages, of which there are nearly 60, 5 of whom are Americans, one of whom, of those Americans, Aiden Alexander, is thought to still be alive. Now, all of this comes at a critical moment in that treaty between Hamas and Israel. It looks as though while the Israelis want to try to extend the first phase of that treaty, which has seen swaps of hostages for Palestinian prisoners, Hamas has insisted that they move on to a more permanent truce and the eventual withdrawal of Israeli soldiers from the Gaza Strip. It looks as though if there is no agreement, we could see a renewed war in Gaza. Matt Bradley, NBC News, Tel Aviv.